When people drive past me on the streets, I wonder what they see.
Maybe they think I don't care about the future, that I'm lazy. If only they knew the truth, knew how hard I'm trying, how much I want a better life for me and my family.
I wish they were able to see inside of me, to see my potential.
To look past what they imagine and to see the person I really am and the man that I can one day become.
Is South Africa's academic curriculum enough to change the plight of our youth, or do we need to address the significant challenges that face our young people and especially our young men? For more than 5 years now, the Department of Basic Education has put its weight behind corrective and sustainable measures to address the lack of direction for young men through the Tracker Men in Training initiative. This initiative allows young men to experience a day with corporate brands in the country, exposing them to different careers, and this allows them to expand their horizons. To tell us more, we're joined today by Dr. Shermain Mannah and the Director of Social Cohesion and Equity in Education, and we're also joined by William Sello, who's taken part in this initiative. Thank you very much for joining us today, guys.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Doctor, if I can just start with you. This initiative began in 2009. What was the objective then, and what have you done since?
Well, I think it's important to understand that as much as we put emphasis on the academic side of the curriculum, that the social dimension of education is also increasingly important, especially in order to create the balance. Given the type of country we live, where there are significant levels of poverty and many young children are being brought up without their parents and without any guidance, it is not just the school alone that can actually bring about the kind of change and the value systems that we want for the country. So we rely closely on communities as well as partnerships like the Tracker Partnership and the Men in the Making program to assist us to reach some of the young people that won't have a better life if we don't actually intervene into their lives. So in terms of the Tracker program, the Men in the Making program, the target has been vulnerable youth, especially young men, and we find that there is a high level of dropout rates for young boys around grade 9 onwards when they leave school for several reasons, and that unfortunately the kind of role models they have in the communities lead them to violence, substance abuse, sexual violence, etc. And these kind of very hegemonic masculinities are even further entrenched if there isn't some kind of change for a better life for young people. So the Men in the Making program identifies young boys who show potential and provides them not only with a new dream for a career to break out of the cycle of violence, but also teaches them life skills on how to deal with issues of violence, with the conflict resolution and cooperation skills. And those are significant for young boys, and to change their narratives, to give them some kind of hope. And this is where corporate South Africa has really come to the party, like MTN, Rand Merchant Bank, First National Bank, together with Tracker to address the issue and to support the Department of Basic Education.
Yes. And you mentioned some of the role models in the community. Can we say that there are enough respectable role models for these young men? And particularly with this initiative, who do you partner them up with then?
The young boys are partnered with people in business to give them an idea of what they can aspire to change their dream from doom to a far more, a wonderful dream of becoming, like William here, becoming a CA. And so the role models are the people from corporate as well as the resource staff, as to give them an idea of the way that they could go, and as well as the teachers, etc. But I think more is to take them out of the classroom to the two different businesses, to give them an idea of what the world is like outside their enclave of poverty and violence, to give them a new view of the world.
Yes, and William, of course, you are one of these men in the making. Just tell us about your experience.
Okay, I'm part of the Men in the Making program. I've been part of it for like 6 years now, ever since 2009 when it started. So my experiences with Tracker so far has been very amazing because they've not only helped me in terms of social life and all that, they've taken us into their company the first day, and they took us for job shadowing. So I was under the finance department because I want to become a CA. So I just completed my degree now in BCom accounting. So I'm now doing a bridging course in postgraduate to pursue an investment honors next year. Then afterwards, I resurrect the CA honors. So my experiences so far have been great. They are now sponsoring me in terms of my studies for 2 years now.
And just tell us a bit about your background. Where do you come from?
Okay, I grew up in Magaliesberg, but I spent most of my life in Rustenburg with my grandmother. So I grew up there for like 4 years. Then I moved back to Gauteng and studied here, continued my studies here with my parents.
Yeah, and how would you say this initiative has changed your outlook in life?
This initiative has changed my outlook on life in a very big way because it has made me to like dream beyond what I could imagine. At first, when I got to Tracker, seeing the corporation and the people there, I realized this is true. What I'm dreaming about is actually coming to reality. So it has changed my outlook in a sense that I can now say that I'm already on that path. I'm no longer dreaming now, I'm living it.
Which is great. Doctor, just very quickly, where can we get more information around this initiative? Where can we go if you want to be a part of it?
Well, the Tracker website, if you could go into the Tracker website and also contact the Department of Basic Education through my directorate. It's on the website as well, so there will be information. But we really encourage corporates to come to the party, and I mean, William is a sterling example of what we can do as business.
He definitely is. Well, we'll make sure to put up all of those details on our Newsroom Facebook page and on Twitter. Katrien, over to you.